Hi everyone, I'm Ali GREYMOND. Today I wanted to talk to you about OCD recovery thoughts as a theme. What if I never recover? What if these thoughts are going to keep coming in? This person online said that I will never recover. What did they mean? What if that's going to be me? Um, what if I'm doing something wrong? What if I am doing a compulsion and not realizing I'm doing a compulsion, or obsessing, not realizing that I'm obsessing, you know? And this is extremely common. This usually happens when the other thoughts, whatever was the original theme, it starts to kind of die down. So when a person comes to me, this is kind of the typical way this goes. Usually person will come to me OCD 10 out of 10 about, say, I don't know, let's cleaning OCD, or religious OCD, or it doesn't matter. But they'll come to me with their original theme. We get rid of the theme, and towards the end, when it goes to, so their anxiety started out at 10 out of 10, now say it's like 4 out of 10. So they're more than halfway there, basically. And at this point, OCD likes to shift to a new theme. Not for everybody, but for a lot of people. And this is where the knowledge of how OCD works, how it feels, it has a certain kind of flavor to it, how it comes in. It's the urgency is, it feels catastrophic, right? Even if people sometimes can end up in bad situations in life, but even those bad situations don't feel as catastrophic as OCD thoughts feel, right? It has this kind of very, very strong, it's very intense. So these fears about OCD come in the same way. So it could be triggered by somebody who said something, or you just thought of, well, I'm doing so much better, but why am I still getting thoughts? This is a question I get asked a lot. And you are doing so much better, and that's why you're getting a lot less thoughts, right? So if, for example, you got thoughts on your original theme, say 24 hours a day, basically, and now you're getting a thought maybe once a day, you're doing a lot better. The brain is adjusting and it's fixing itself, but it's not quite there yet, and that's why. But if you start to power it up with fear and always kind of looking back, well, how am I doing? Am I analyzing? Am I worrying? Am I ever going to recover? This person said I will not recover, da, 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 da. And you're winding yourself up with all of this, causing panic, causing more anxiety, showing your brain that no, 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 this is definitely scary and dangerous. And the brain will start to ramp up these thoughts that you will never recover, and also maybe even as well the old thoughts, because you're also showing that whenever the old thought comes in, you're reacting with distress to it. You have to not react at all. Just like I say, imagine yourself as if you are in a bubble, and these thoughts are outside the bubble. They're around you, but they have nothing to do with you. They're in their own environment. You are in your own environment. You don't have to touch them, but you need to coexist with them right now. So that's all you need to do. Watch them come in, stay, leave, whatever they want to do, however they want to come in, but don't touch them. Don't try to dissect them. Don't try to figure them out, Don't seek a lot of information about OCD recovery. You're watching, say, my channel, a few other channels on YouTube. You probably have more information than most doctors, let's be honest here, right? So do you need to read every single paper on OCD recovery ever? No, because then it becomes obsessive, if you are in a situation where you are obsessively digging information on OCD recovery, try to at least delay and limit yourself, that I will look up something to do with OCD, say once a week, but that is it. I'm not going to look up anything any more than that, so you really have a limit on it, and you're not allowing yourself to go further than that limit. And then kind of, because it's still reassurance, right? It's a compulsion, so try to knock it down to 0, but that's kind of a stepping stone. So, but you have to look at this theme as, this is just a regular theme. It's not different than any other OCD theme. It happens to be about OCD, but it's not different. So you have to do what you did to get to, if you are further along in recovery, what you did there worked, and you have to apply it to any theme that your brain may send as it's fixing itself. Because the brain right now is basically reaching for straws, or maybe you'll get back into anxiety if it sends you this. What if it's that? What if it's about OCD itself? Whatever, it just tries to grab anything, And since you care so much about your OCD recovery, it's kind of like the lowest hanging fruit, of course it's gonna, bring it up, You may even, I always say, like, you may even get OCD in dreams. That's also very common because your mind is always on alert trying to bring you thoughts, So even about the recovery, or maybe you can have a dream about OCD coming back or something like that. So just try to look at it. No, OCD, disregarding, pushing forward. I'm done. Doesn't matter if it's the theme is OCD. I'm still pushing forward, not figuring it out. You know enough to recover. You just need to do the recovery work, which means not reacting to the thoughts. I hope you find my videos helpful. If you would like to do the recovery program, as always, all the information is on youhaveocd.com. If you are, the one thing I wanted to say about the recovery program is if you are signing up, because the spots kind of go pretty fast. So especially if you're signing up for one of the more intense packages, like every day, every other day, those kinds of packages, please book for the whole month. So you make sure that you have every day scheduled, so you won't be in a situation where it's hard to book or anything like that, or the hours don't add up. And another thing I wanted to also mention about the website, because I'm getting a lot of questions through email, is the times shown on the website are in your time zone, the appointment times. So if you see a time and you're like, oh, is this Ali's time zone or yours? It is yours, because it auto detects it somehow. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.